This video provides brief information about the pistols used by the British Army in combat during World War I. The Webley MK I was a British service sidearm developed in the late 19th century and represents one of the earliest standard-issue revolvers of the British Army. It was designed and manufactured by Webley and Scott and officially adopted in 1887. Although it is sometimes casually referred to as a pistol, the Webley MK I is technically a revolver, and it marked the beginning of the long and influential Webley Revolver series used by British military forces for decades. Its adoption reflected the British Army's need for a more powerful, reliable, and faster reloading sidearm compared to earlier service revolvers. The Webley MK I was chambered for the .455 Webley cartridge, a large caliber round known for its heavy bullet and strong stopping power at close range. This caliber was specifically chosen to provide effective performance in military service, especially in colonial conflicts, where reliability and immediate incapacitation were critical. The revolver features a 6-round cylinder and operates in both single-action and double-action modes, allowing the user either to manually cock the hammer for a lighter trigger pull or to fire directly by pulling the trigger. One of the most important technical features of the Webley MK I is its top break design. The revolver opens by breaking the frame upward, which simultaneously activates an automatic extractor that ejects all spent cartridges at once. This mechanism made reloading significantly faster than with traditional solid frame revolvers, giving British soldiers a practical advantage in combat situations. The top break system became a defining characteristic of Webley revolvers and contributed greatly to their reputation for efficiency and ease of use. In terms of construction, the Webley MK I was built with a robust steel frame designed to withstand harsh military conditions. Its overall length was approximately 286 millimeters, with a barrel length of about 152 millimeters, and it weighed roughly 1.1 kilograms unloaded. While relatively heavy, this weight helped reduce recoil and improve shooting stability. The revolver was equipped with simple fixed iron sights suitable for short to medium-range engagements, which was typical for military handguns of that era. The grip panels were usually made of wood or hard rubber, providing a secure and comfortable hold. The Webley MK I saw service primarily with British Army officers, cavalry units, artillery crews, and naval personnel. It was used throughout the British Empire and proved to be a dependable and durable sidearm. Although it was later replaced by improved versions such as the MK II and subsequent models, the Webley MK I holds significant historical importance as the first .455 caliber Webley revolver officially adopted by the British military. Today, it is regarded as a classic example of late 19th century military firearm design and remains highly valued by historians and firearms collectors. The Webley Mark II is an early 20th century British semi-automatic handgun developed by the well-known manufacturer Webley and Scott. It was designed as an improved version of the Webley Mark I and appeared in the years just before the First World War, during a period when many European armies and police forces were transitioning from revolvers to self-loading pistols. Although it never fully replaced the revolver in British service, the Webley Mark II represents an important step in the development of British automatic pistols. The Webley Mark II operates on a simple blowback system, which made the pistol mechanically straightforward and reliable. It was primarily chambered for the .32 ACP 7.65 x 17 mm Browning cartridge, with some examples produced in .25 ACP 6.35 x 15 mm. These calibers were common for service and police pistols of the era, offering manageable recoil and acceptable accuracy, even if they lacked strong stopping power compared to larger revolver cartridges. In terms of dimensions, the Webley Mark II has an overall length of approximately 160 to 170 millimeters, with a barrel length of around 85 to 90 millimeters. The unloaded weight is about 600 to 700 grams, making it relatively light and easy to carry. The pistol feeds from a detachable box magazine inserted into the grip, typically holding 7 or 8 rounds, depending on the caliber. The grip panels were usually made of wood or hard rubber, providing a secure and comfortable hold. The pistol uses a single-action firing mechanism and is equipped with a manual safety, reflecting early safety practices in automatic handgun design. Its sights are fixed and non-adjustable, consisting of a simple front blade and rear notch, suitable for effective use at short to medium ranges. While not designed for precision target shooting, the Webley MK II offered sufficient accuracy for its intended military and police roles. In conclusion, the Webley MK II pistol is a technically modest but historically significant firearm. It combines simplicity, reliability, and practical design, embodying the traditional quality associated with British arms manufacturing. Today, the Webley MK II is valued mainly as a historical and collectible pistol, appreciated by firearms historians and collectors as an example of Britain's early experiments with semi-automatic service handguns. The Webley MK III revolver was a British military service handgun adopted in 1884 and represents an important stage in the development of Webley revolvers for the British Army. It was produced by Webley & Son as an improved version of the earlier MK I and MK II models with a stronger frame and refined mechanical details to better suit military use. The revolver was chambered for the .455 Webley cartridge, which became the standard British service caliber in the late 19th century and was known for its strong stopping power at close range. The Webley MK III is a 6-shot double-action revolver, meaning it can fire either by pulling the trigger directly or by manually cocking the hammer for a lighter trigger pull. One of its most distinctive and practical features is the top brake design. When the revolver is opened by releasing the top latch, the barrel and cylinder hinge downward, and an automatic extractor simultaneously ejects all spent cartridges. This system allowed for much faster reloading compared to solid frame revolvers of the same era, which was a significant advantage in combat conditions. In terms of physical characteristics, the Webley MK III has a barrel length of approximately 4 inches, 102 millimeters, and an overall weight of around 1 kilogram, about 2.2 pounds. The revolver is constructed primarily from steel, giving it excellent durability and reliability even in harsh environments. Its grip was designed for secure handling, and the balance of the weapon made it effective for short-range engagements, which were typical of military sidearm use at the time. The Webley MK III was widely issued to British Army units and colonial forces throughout the British Empire and proved to be a dependable service revolver. Although it was eventually replaced by later models, such as the Webley MK IV, the MK III played a crucial role in establishing the reputation of Webley revolvers as robust, reliable military weapons. Today, it is remembered as a key transitional model in the evolution of British service handguns and remains of historical importance in the study of late 19th century military firearms. The Webley MK IV revolver is a well-known British service revolver developed and manufactured by the Webley & Scott Company in the early 20th century. It represents a further evolution of the earlier Webley MK I, MK II, and MK III models, and was designed to provide greater reliability, ease of use, and durability for military and police service. The Webley MK IV became widely used by the British Army, police forces, and colonial units, earning a strong reputation as a robust and dependable sidearm. The Webley MK IV features a top brake design, which allows the revolver to hinge open at the top. When the revolver is opened, an automatic extractor ejects all spent cartridge cases simultaneously, enabling very fast reloading compared to solid frame revolvers. This design was especially valued in combat situations where speed and simplicity were critical. The revolver was originally chambered for the .455 Webley cartridge, a powerful round known for its stopping power. Later variants were also produced in .38-200 or .38 S&W caliber, particularly for military service in the years leading up to and during the Second World War. The Webley MK IV has a 6-round cylinder and can be fired in both single-action and double-action modes. In double-action mode, pulling the trigger both cocks and releases the hammer, allowing rapid fire. In single-action mode, the hammer is manually cocked, providing a lighter trigger pull and improved accuracy. The revolver typically has a barrel length of approximately 4 to 5 inches, 100 to 125 millimeters, an overall length of around 11 inches, about 280 millimeters, and a weight close to 1 kilogram, giving it solid balance and manageable recoil. One of the greatest strengths of the Webley MK IV is its exceptional reliability and rugged construction. It was designed to function effectively in harsh conditions, including mud, dust, and adverse weather. Because of this durability, it served not only in Britain, but also throughout the British Empire. The revolver remained in service for many years and saw use during both World Wars, particularly in its later .38 caliber form. In conclusion, the Webley MK IV revolver stands as an important example of British military firearm design. Its simple yet effective mechanism, rapid reloading system, and proven reliability made it a trusted service weapon of its era. Today, the Webley MK IV is highly regarded by historians, collectors, and firearms enthusiasts as a significant and iconic British revolver. The Webley MK V revolver was a British military sidearm developed in the early 20th century and widely associated with the opening years of the First World War. It was designed and manufactured by the renowned British arms company Webley & Scott and officially adopted by the British Army in 1913. The MK5 represented an evolutionary improvement over the earlier Webley MK4, incorporating structural refinements intended to increase strength and reliability under combat conditions. The Webley MK5 is a top-break revolver, a design that allows the barrel and cylinder assembly to hinge downward when the frame is opened. This mechanism automatically activates an ejector that expels all spent cartridge cases simultaneously, enabling very rapid reloading compared to solid-frame revolvers of the same era. The revolver features a double-action and single-action firing system, allowing the user to fire either by simply pulling the trigger or by manually cocking the hammer for more precise shooting. Chambered for the powerful 455 Webley cartridge, the MK5 was known for its strong stopping power, a key requirement for a military service revolver at the time. The cylinder holds 6 rounds, which was standard for service revolvers of the period. The barrel length is approximately 4 inches, about 102 millimeters, giving the weapon a good balance between accuracy and portability. The revolver has an overall length of about 280 millimeters and weighs roughly 1.1 kilograms unloaded, with the substantial weight helping to reduce recoil and improve control when firing. One of the notable improvements of the Webley MK5 was its reinforced frame, which addressed durability concerns found in earlier models when firing high-pressure service ammunition. The grip was ergonomically shaped and typically fitted with checkered wooden or hard rubber grip panels, providing a secure hold even in adverse conditions. The sights were simple but effective, consisting of a fixed front blade and a rear notch machined into the top of the frame, emphasizing ruggedness and ease of use over precision target shooting. The Webley MK5 was primarily issued to British Army officers, artillery crews, and support troops, serving as a dependable personal defense weapon. Although it was soon superseded by the improved Webley MK VI, the MK5 played an important role during the early stages of the First World War. Today, it is regarded as a historically significant firearm that illustrates the development of British military revolvers and remains highly valued by collectors and military history enthusiasts. The Webley MK VI revolver, introduced in 1915, represents one of the most iconic service revolvers used by the British Army during the First World War and beyond. Designed and manufactured by the Webley & Scott Company, it was the final evolution in the line of Webley's service revolvers, which had been standard issue for British forces since the late 19th century. The MK6 was a robust, top-break revolver chambered for the .455 Webley cartridge, a relatively powerful round for its time, which gave it substantial stopping power. One of the defining features of the MK6 was its top break design, which allowed the revolver to be opened from the top, simultaneously ejecting all spent cartridges through an automatic extractor, greatly speeding up the reloading process compared to earlier side-loading designs. The revolver had a 6-round cylinder, fixed sights, and a heavy-duty hammer and trigger mechanism designed to withstand prolonged use in harsh battlefield conditions. Its overall length was approximately 310 millimeters, with a barrel length of 6 inches, and it weighed around 1.25 kilograms when loaded, making it a substantial but manageable sidearm for officers and soldiers. The MK6 also featured wooden grip panels and a blued steel finish, giving it both durability and a traditional appearance. Known for its reliability, simplicity, and the ability to function under extreme conditions, the Webley MK6 gained a reputation as a trustworthy service revolver. It remained in official use through both World Wars and into the post-war period, eventually being replaced by semi-automatic pistols, but it continued to serve in various roles well into the mid-20th century. Its historical significance and distinctive design have made it a favorite among collectors and military historians, symbolizing the era of revolver-dominated sidearms in British military history. The Smith & Wesson .455 hand ejector is a historically significant revolver developed in the early 20th century and closely associated with British military service during the First World War. It was manufactured by the American company Smith & Wesson and belongs to the company's well-known hand ejector series, a designation that refers to the revolver's swing-out cylinder and manual extraction system for spent cartridge cases. At the time of its introduction, this design represented a modern and efficient solution compared to older top-break revolvers. The revolver was specifically chambered for the .455 Webley cartridge, a powerful service round adopted by the British Empire. Due to the urgent demand for handguns during World War I, Britain turned to American manufacturers, and Smith & Wesson became one of the primary suppliers. As a result, the .455 hand ejector was widely issued to British officers, aircrew, and naval personnel, as well as to forces of other Commonwealth nations. In terms of construction, the Smith & Wesson .455 hand ejector was built on a large and robust frame, designed to withstand the relatively high pressure and recoil of the .455 cartridge. The revolver typically featured a 6-round cylinder, which was standard for military revolvers of the era. The barrel length varied by contract, but most examples had barrels measuring between 5 and 6.5 inches, providing a balance between accuracy and portability. The unloaded weight of the revolver was approximately 1.1 to 1.3 kilograms, contributing to stability when firing. Mechanically, the revolver operated in both single-action and double-action modes. In single-action mode, the hammer was manually cocked before firing, resulting in a lighter and more precise trigger pull. In double-action mode, pulling the trigger both cocked the hammer and fired the weapon in one continuous motion, allowing for faster use in combat situations. This dual-action capability made the revolver versatile and well-suited for military service. The swing-out cylinder design was a major advantage of the hand ejector system. By pressing the cylinder release latch, the shooter could swing the cylinder to the side and use the ejector rod to remove all spent cartridges simultaneously. This system significantly improved reloading speed compared to older revolver designs and enhanced battlefield practicality. The revolver was equipped with simple fixed iron sights, optimized for short to medium-range engagements typical of sidearm use. Historically, the Smith & Wesson .455 hand ejector earned a strong reputation for reliability, durability, and solid craftsmanship. Its all-steel construction and straightforward internal mechanism allowed it to function effectively in harsh conditions, including mud, dust, and extreme weather. After the war, many examples remained in service or were sold on the civilian market, where some were later converted to other calibers. In conclusion, the Smith & Wesson .455 hand ejector stands as an important example of early 20th century military handgun design. It combined American industrial quality with British service requirements, playing a meaningful role during World War I.
Today, it is valued not only as a functional revolver, but also as a historical artifact that reflects the technological and military demands of its time.
The Colt New Service 4.55 revolver is a large-frame, heavy-duty revolver developed by Colt at the end of the 19th century and widely used during the early 20th century for military and service purposes. The New Service model was first introduced in 1898 and quickly gained a reputation as one of Colt's strongest and most reliable revolvers. The .455 caliber variant was produced specifically to meet British military requirements and was chambered for the 4.55 Webley cartridge, making it compatible with standard British service ammunition during the First World War. Mechanically, the Colt New Service .455 is a double-action revolver, allowing it to be fired either by pulling the trigger directly or by manually cocking the hammer for more precise single-action fire. It features a 6-shot swing-out cylinder, which was considered modern and efficient for its time. The .455 Webley cartridge fired a large-diameter, relatively heavy bullet, providing strong stopping power at close to medium ranges, an important characteristic in trench warfare and close-quarters combat. The revolver is built on a solid steel frame designed to withstand powerful service cartridges. Typical barrel length was around 5.5 inches, approximately 140 millimeters, with an overall length of about 280 millimeters. The unloaded weight was roughly 1.1 to 1.2 kilograms, making it a heavy revolver, but this weight helped reduce recoil and improved controllability. The Colt New Service .455 was equipped with fixed iron sights consisting of a front blade and a rear notch, which were simple, durable, and suitable for military service use. In terms of handling, the revolver was fitted with wooden or hard rubber grips shaped to accommodate a firm two-handed hold. Reloading was performed via the swing-out cylinder and a central ejector rod, allowing spent cartridges to be removed quickly compared to earlier solid-frame revolvers. Overall, the Colt New Service .455 is remembered as a robust, powerful, and highly reliable service revolver that played a significant role in British and Allied forces during the First World War, and it remains an important example of early 20th century military handgun design. The Colt M1911 pistol is one of the most iconic and influential military handguns of the 20th century. It was designed by the famous American firearms engineer John Moses Browning and officially adopted by the United States Army in 1911. For more than 7 decades, the M1911 served as the standard-issue sidearm of the U.S. military and was widely used during World War I, World War II, the Korean War, and the Vietnam War, proving its effectiveness and durability in combat conditions. The Colt M1911 is a semi-automatic pistol that operates on a short recoil, locked breech system and is chambered for the powerful .45 ACP automatic Colt pistol cartridge. This cartridge was selected for its excellent stopping power, which was considered essential for military service. The pistol is renowned for its robust construction, mechanical reliability, and simple yet effective design, allowing it to function reliably even in harsh environments. The M1911 also features several safety mechanisms, including a manual thumb safety, a grip safety, and a half-cock hammer position, making it one of the safest service pistols of its era. In terms of technical characteristics, the Colt M1911 has an overall length of approximately 216 millimeters, a barrel length of 127 millimeters, and a weight of about 1.1 kilograms unloaded. It uses a single-stack magazine with a standard capacity of 7 rounds, although later variants often use 8-round magazines. The pistol fires in single-action mode with 1 round discharged per trigger pull. Its effective firing range is around 50 meters, and it is equipped with fixed iron sights designed for quick target acquisition under combat conditions. Another important aspect of the Colt M1911 is its ergonomics and shooting stability. The all-steel frame helps absorb recoil, improving control and accuracy, especially for experienced shooters.
Due to its accuracy, reliability, and powerful caliber, the M1911 has remained popular not only with military and law enforcement units, but also among sports shooters, collectors, and civilian users. Even today, more than a century after its introduction, the Colt M1911 continues to be produced in modernized forms and is widely regarded as a classic masterpiece of firearms engineering.
The Mauser C96 pistol is one of the most distinctive and influential semi-automatic handguns of the late 19th and early 20th centuries. It was developed in Germany in 1896 by the Mauser Waffenfabrik, based on the design of the Federley brothers, Fidel, Friedrich, and Josef Federley. Due to its unique appearance, especially the fixed magazine positioned in front of the trigger and its characteristic wooden grip, the Mauser C96 quickly became recognizable around the world. One of the key technical features of the Mauser C96 is its semi-automatic short recoil operating system. The pistol was most commonly chambered for the 7.63 by 25 mm Mauser cartridge, a high-velocity round that gave the weapon excellent penetration and long-range performance for a handgun of its time. The muzzle velocity of this cartridge was approximately 425 meters per second, making it significantly more powerful than many contemporary pistols. The standard Mauser C96 was equipped with a fixed internal magazine holding 10 rounds, although 6-round and 20-round versions were also produced. Ammunition was loaded from the top using stripper clips, which was an advanced and efficient feature for the era. The pistol had an overall length of about 288 millimeters, a barrel length of approximately 140 millimeters, and an unloaded weight of around 1.25 kilograms, giving it a solid and robust feel. A notable feature of the Mauser C96 was its wooden holster stock, which could be attached to the pistol grip and used as a shoulder stock. This effectively transformed the pistol into a compact carbine, significantly improving accuracy at longer distances. Because of this dual function, the Mauser C96 is sometimes described as a pistol-carbine hybrid. Although it was never widely adopted as a standard-issue military sidearm, the Mauser C96 saw extensive use in numerous conflicts, including World War I, various civil wars, and regional conflicts. It was used by military officers, revolutionaries, and explorers across Europe, Russia, China, and the Middle East. In China, in particular, the Mauser C96 became extremely popular, leading to the production of many local copies. Later fully automatic versions, known as the Mauser Schnellfeuer, were also developed. In conclusion, the Mauser C96 holds an important place in firearms history. Its innovative design, powerful cartridge, and versatility made it one of the most advanced handguns of its era. Today, the Mauser C96 remains a highly respected and iconic firearm, valued by historians, collectors, and military enthusiasts around the world.